Hi, Acadiana, and welcome to your snow day. We're still under that blizzard warning here at midday, but that's going to be expiring at noon. But the winter storm warning is going to go ahead and stay in effect until midnight. Most of the snows will start to wind down as we head into the early part of the evening, but we are going to be seeing some very frigid conditions. In fact, I'm expecting record cold conditions as we go into the overnight period. Of course, you can see the snow coming down. Many areas picking up more than 4 inches of snow, and I think 4 to 6 is going to be a pretty good bet for everybody, with additional amounts elsewhere you go. So you can see the snow here, but check out the sky cam. Again, the snow coming down, moderate to heavy at times, and that is going to continue into the early part of the afternoon. And as we go through a tour of some of our traffic cams here in Lafayette, westbound I-10, still looking pretty treacherous there. Eastbound, though, as you go toward the Basin Bridge, everything is closed, and over toward Lake Charles, we're also looking at some roadways that are packed with snow right now, so travel is definitely discouraged. A little bit less on the way of the amounts of snow up toward Alexandria, but still some treacherous roadways there. And then eastward over toward Baton Rouge, all of the roadways are covered there. Looks like Baton Rouge is going to be one of the bigger winners when it comes to some of the snowfall amounts. And the same goes for New Orleans. Believe it or not, they've got snow-packed roads now in New Orleans, and New Orleans might end up being with one of its biggest snows that it has seen in history. Of course, that winter storm warning will remain in effect until midnight tonight, and some of those accumulations are still running in the 4 to 6 inch range, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some totals going over 8 inches before all is said and done. Notice, though, the radar here at midday, around 11 o'clock on this Tuesday, is still socked in, so we're going to be seeing the moderate to heavy snow continuing at least through the mid part of the afternoon before things start to taper off. And on that satellite imagery, we're going to stay socked in with the cloud cover as well. Low pressure continues to move across the Gulf of Mexico, throwing warm, moist air up into this cold air that's in place. So what we're ending up with is quite a bit of moisture and quite a bit of snow. Surface map will take that low off to the east. High pressure will then build in, and it does appear we're going to see our skies clear later this afternoon and into the early evening hours. And with those skies remaining clear and the snowpack on the ground, temperatures are really going to be tumbling tonight. In fact, we're expecting some of those temperatures to drop down into the lower teens. HRRR still throwing down a couple, 3 more inches of snow before all is said and done. The GFS also a storm total somewhere around 8 inches. The Euro and the NAM also both about the same. Really no sense in forecasting right now as the snow is continuing to come down, but there will be some blowing and drifting snow, so if you're going to be doing some measurements, make sure you take several different measurements before you write down that total. That way you kind of get a bit of an average. Temperatures are not going to climb a whole lot more today, probably only reaching about 30 to 32 degrees, but then tonight, overnight lows are going to be plummeting down into the lower teens. I think we're going to drop back to about 12 here in Lafayette. Now make sure you're taking care of those pipes and stay inside as often as possible. I know it's kind of intriguing to get out here and play out in the snow, but those wind chills at times are really going to be dropping off. So I really want you to be safe, but also enjoy this snow day. It is a historic type of snow event here in South Louisiana. And there might be a couple of areas that might be seeing the most snow they have seen in over 100 years. But it is very chilly out here. But you have to say, it's a winter wonderland, something none of us here in South Louisiana have ever seen before. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Have a safe rest of your afternoon. And I will talk to you on Wednesday outside of some social media posts later in the day. Have a good one.